Five-star running back wants to be coached by Deion Sanders. Will he end up at Jackson State? We'll talk about it right after the bumper. What's good, good people? Jeff Lightsey Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, a five-star by the name of Zach Evans wants to play for Deion Sanders, and he currently attends TCU, Texas Christian University, and now has entered the transfer portal. I'm going to give you more information on Mr. Zach Evans. He was a five-star recruit out of high school. Let me share my screen to make sure you can get the context of who this guy is, what it would mean if he ended up at Jackson State. So here is some things about Mr. Zach Evans. TCU running back Zach Evans has entered the transfer portal. Evans was the #1 player in Texas and the #2 running back and the #16 overall recruit in the 2020 class. He was the TCU highest rated recruit in program history. Here is the man running right there for TCU. During his career at TCU, Zach Evans averaged 7 yards per carry. That included 7 yards per carry on 93 carries this year, finishing with nearly 700 yards. Let me read to you some more about Mr. Zach Evans and why this is big, because he could end up at Jackson State. It says Georgia, blah, 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 blah. So much. This is a Georgia site, so I don't want to read that. But here's the thing. So here, how does all of this relate to Deion Sanders? I read to you Zach Evans, and this is the class of 2020. So this man's only going to his third year of college football. During the TCU head coaching, when TCU announced that they were getting a new head coach, it came out earlier this season. They said, hey, we're replacing Gary Patterson, and we were looking for a new head coach. And it was rumored that Deion Sanders interviewed for that job. And when those Deion Sanders to TCU rumors were floating, Mr. Zach Evans, who was a member of the football program and is currently still a member of the program until he announces his new school, put out a tweet in support of Deion Sanders. Back on November 12th, Zach Evans said, "We want at Deion Sanders." Now, for those of you who don't know, that's Coach Prime. Said we want Coach Prime. So Zach Evans clearly wanted to play for Coach Prime. Zach Evans probably still wants to play for Coach Prime. We want Coach Prime. This is from the official count of the running back at TCU, Mr. Zach Evans, the 20,000 followers, so on and so forth. And so now that his name has been entered into the transfer portal, well, Zach, you can get your wish. You can make your wish come true. You can go and play for Coach Prime at Jackson State. See, the thing with Jackson State, their offense was very proficient, specifically in the second half of the season. But it was mainly the passing game. It was the Deion Sanders to Malachi Wideman and Keith Corbin connection. The offensive line was really good at pass protection, but the Shador to Corbin, that Shador to Wideman connection really pushed Jackson State's offense to the next level. But they didn't really get much explosion from the running back position. Peyton Pickett is more of a bruiser. He's a big, I think 230, 240-pound back, big bruiser, big and powerful guy, hard to take down. J.D. Martin is explosive at times, and so was Santee Marshall at times, but they could use an upgrade at the running back position. And what better upgrade, what better upgrade than the #1 running back in all of high school football? What better upgrade than a running back who averaged 7 yards per carry? What better upgraded running back than a guy who is 6 foot, 200 pounds, and probably runs like a 4.4? That is a huge upgrade to the running back position at Jackson State. I'm going to read to you some more about Zach Evans and share to you what Deion Sanders said about guys in the transfer portal. Now, let me go to this ESPN article. It says TCU running back Zach Evans, a former 5-star recruit. Let's count it up. 5-star recruit. He's planning to enter the transfer portal. Evans was the #16 recruit, 6 foot, 200-pound back out of Houston, Texas. His recruitment went back and forth between Georgia, A&M, Alabama, LSU, and then it eventually landed at TCU. Now, he ran for 415 yards and 4 touchdowns as a true freshman. And that has 648 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2021. Now, you have to remember, this man did it averaging 7 yards per carry. He got these numbers for his career averaging 7 yards per carry. With Gary Patterson leaving, TCU reports that Sonny Dykes will be the next coach. Evans decided to play elsewhere. Now, you get a guy that's averaging 7 yards per carry in the Big 12. Bring him to Jackson State. You bring him to Deion Sanders. You bring him to the SWAC. And now you continuing that momentum that you set in the last recruiting period. I remember with Shedeur Sanders, when he was on camera stating, he's like, our guys at Jackson State, it equates to a blowout when we play these SWAC teams. Now, it didn't always equate to a blowout, but he's saying, those guys didn't have no choice but had to choose the Southerns and the Mississippi Valleys and the Alcorns and places like that. He said, we chose Jackson State. We're raising the level of competition. We're raising the bar. We're raising the standard at Jackson State. And what better way to do it than with a 5-star running back who said he wants to play for Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, who said he wants to play for Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. Now, remember, this is what Deion Sanders tweeted November 27th. This is what he tweeted on last weekend of college football. This is what he tweeted about those guys about to hit the transfer portal. He said, it's going to be a lot of young men jumping that portal after today's games. And I want you to know, I'm not hard to find. You must be smart, tough, fast, disciplined, with character. We're going to win, and you will receive exposure. But you're going to have to work your butt off and ball. Zach Evans could potentially fit that mold. Zach Evans, a 5-star recruit. Zach Evans from Texas. Deion Sanders, deep ties in Texas. From Houston, Texas at that. Come on over to Jackson State. I think it'll be the best decision you can make. Playing with Shedeur, another year under his belt, Corbin, Weidman, in a backfield that needs more explosion from the running back position. It'd be a match made in heaven. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you believe Zach Evans will do? Do you think he will choose Jackson State after he clearly stated he wanted to play for Deion Sanders? Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsey Jr. with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. You can follow me at JLightsey7 right there on Instagram and Twitter. That's at JLightsey7 on Instagram and Twitter. And on Facebook, it's Jeff Lightsey Sports. On Facebook, it is Jeff Lightsey Sports. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Peace.